Alright, gang. It's finally a nice enough day to take the bike out and go riding a little bit. It's been really crappy weather, so we're gonna enjoy it today. Just go for a little jaunt around town and hopefully not pick up too much mud going through this alley here. Yeah, looks pretty nasty. It's been raining quite a bit here the last couple days. It's been cold weather, down in the 30s and 40s again after being almost 100. So a little bit about myself. I am not necessarily a new beginner rider. My first bike was a 2005 Suzuki Boulevard C50T. It was an 800cc bike as my first bike, and it was very heavy. I ended up taking the MSF course back in 2017 or 18, I can't remember. Past that, bought my bike pretty much immediately after that and rode that for about 2 seasons before I ended up selling that bike. I've had multiple back surgeries, so I gave up riding for quite a while, and I ended up wanting to get back into riding again, so I bought the Honda Navi. Just more or less test to see if I could ride again with my back issues, and so far it seems to be working out just fine. So my goal next summer, I'm hoping, if everything goes the way I hope it should, next year I plan on buying a brand new motorcycle. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna get yet, but yeah, that's my goal anyways, to get into a bigger motorcycle again. Maybe not necessarily a cruiser, maybe a street bike. Not really sure exactly what I want to do yet. The Navi is great. It's definitely city driving only. There's no highway on this thing for sure. My top speed that I've hit is about 47 miles an hour, but I'm comfortable cruising at 30 to 40, no problem. I don't need to go much faster than that in town anyway. So I bought this thing brand new. It had 0.7 miles on it when I bought it. I'm up to 157. I'm trying to break it in. I heard these things get a little more pep to their step once they get broken in, so that's what I'm going for. I have ordered and installed a windscreen, the Honda pad here, a mirror extender. I had a mirror extender for the driver's side, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work or tighten down, so I just took that one off. And I ordered a double padded seat cushion from Cheeky Seats, which I highly recommend if you have a Navi. Definitely helps with the butt fatigue when you're riding. And we're just gonna turn here once the traffic clears. I know they're going to be turning here in just a second, so I don't want to get run over. I ordered also a rear tire. It's the Michelin City Grip 2. I haven't put it on yet. but I heard it helps with stability and grip, and especially with this bike being as little as it is and as light as it is, it gets thrown around in the wind. So today we have about 10-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm not really feeling the wind too much, but once it gets up to 15-20 miles an hour, this thing definitely gets blown around the road quite a bit. So I'm hoping I can get that new tire installed this weekend. And I also ordered some new plastics, some white plastics. I'm not a real big fan of the red, so the white plastics look good, and it goes with my Stormtrooper theme that I have going on my other vehicle. So yeah, it's a little brisk out yet. It's still only about 60 degrees. I'm just out here in a hoodie and jeans, and it's fine. Haven't found a motorcycle jacket that fits me correctly yet. I don't have a whole lot of options around in the town that I'm in, so if I want to go get motorcycle gear, I got to drive an hour and a half, either east or west, to go get something. And definitely can't take this on the interstate. So I just gotta have a day where I can take my car and head up to the bike shop. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Almost chilly enough for a jacket. Let's see how windy it is at the top of the hill. There's two places in this town that the wind really gets you, and I'm going to one of them. We're going wide open throttle, and I'm sitting at 30 miles an hour going up this hill, full throttle. So the Navis are definitely not the fastest in the world. I am about 5'10", about 225, 230, something like that, so that's fine for what I need. Just getting around town, just as a boredom killer. Definitely ride for mental health. Definitely something about just being on two wheels in the open road, feeling the wind. Yeah, so the wind's not too bad up here. It's blowing a little bit harder, but nothing major. We have a crosswalk here, and nobody's stopping, so not everybody in this town is nice. It's supposed to be nicer yet this weekend, in the 70s, so it'll be much nicer weather to ride. Unless, of course, the wind decides to pick up, which it probably will. And that's North Dakota for you. It's just good to get out and feel the road again. I've been cooped up in the house for quite a while now, about a week and a half. Finally got some blue skies. It's been gray and dreary here. The old Jamestown College. I'm not really sure what's in that dome. I've never been in there. Maybe a hockey rink? I have no idea. Never been in there. And we're gonna take a left here instead of going back down the hill. I'm not ready to go back down yet. I don't have a whole lot of how can I say this, scenic roads in this town. It's all either just residential, otherwise if you want more scenic views you got to go outside of town, and again this bike is not really suited for going out of town. I have once. I went about 10 miles outside of town, and I was on a 55-mile-an-hour road, and I was flat out the whole time, and I was barely pushing 45. And then it started getting really windy, so I ended up turning around. But I definitely miss my cruiser, going out of town, going on like 100-mile road trips. It was great. People complain about the shocks on these Navis, but I don't really see a problem. I haven't really hit a bump or a pothole yet there I'm like, oh god, my butt hurts. So I probably won't change out the shock. I'll probably buy a replacement front wheel to match the back one. But I definitely need something thicker in the back for stability, traction. Stock tires are not all that grippy. But if you've never ridden a Navi before, this is a 109cc bike. It's about 7.8 horsepower, I believe. There's no clutch. It's throttle, twist and go. You got a foot brake here that controls both the front and the rear brake. And you have a front brake here, handle brake, that also controls the front and rear. So I'm not sure, I haven't tried it yet, I'm not sure if you could lock the tires up. I'm gonna assume not. But I don't know. Oh, it's nice up here. Feels warmer, no wind. People working outside. Spring tends to hit a little later in the year for us up in this area where I'm at. Yeah, there's definitely no outlet down here. Go on the gravel here a little bit. I'll turn around. I don't like being on the gravel. Not with these skinny tires. Oh, and this is all loose gravel too. I don't like that. Oh yeah. Get a little slippy in the back end there coming off that gravel. But yeah, the Honda Navi, this is a 2024. I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube and they're all 2022s. I don't think I've seen a 2024 video on YouTube yet about the Navi. So I'm hoping I can keep bringing you content and get people enthused about riding that have never ridden before, or maybe just want to get a little 110cc little mini bike just to tool around and have some fun. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably do some wheelies on this thing. It's not something I choose to do. Not with my back surgeries and pins in my back and everything else. It's not something I'm going to be doing exhibition driving on this thing, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a nice little machine. If you had to go get a small amount of groceries, you definitely could with the storage underneath. It's got a 0.9 gallon tank, and I've been averaging about 80 miles to a tank of gas. So definitely not horrible. I think they say that this is supposed to get like 110 miles to the gallon or to the tank of gas, but I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe it's just because I haven't broken it in yet. I think break-in is like 300 miles. So maybe I'll get better gas mileage after that. I haven't done anything to it as far as filters or new clutch pieces or anything like that. There's people out there that try to make these things as fast as possible, and they're only gaining 2-3 miles an hour. I mean, that to me is not worth spending the hundreds of dollars that people are getting. As far as the exhaust goes, yeah, this thing is very quiet, but I can't see spending $500 on a $2,000 bike for just an exhaust. So I probably won't get an exhaust on it either. But you never know. I may keep this bike forever. I may hand this bike down to my kids when they're old enough to ride it. And again, I may sell it and trade it off next year if I'm able to get a bigger bike. So not really sure what the plan is. Oh, look at that. That's an automatic lawnmower. I'll be damned. I've never seen one of those before. Huh. That's crazy. I wonder what the battery life on those things are. That's doing this whole college field. I can't imagine it's going to last a whole lot. Of course, I don't know when it started either. I definitely didn't make it down here yet. New Jamestown sports field they put in just a couple years ago. Let's Let's see what else. There's not a whole lot in this town, to be honest. It's mostly, I'm gonna call it a retirement community. There's a lot of older people here. Not a lot of young people stick around because there's just not a whole lot to do and not a whole lot to offer here. Kids usually graduate school and then go off to the bigger cities. Why I'm still here? Well, this place is kind of like quicksand. The harder you pull away, the faster it sucks you back in. It's not a bad town. It's safe. It's quiet for the most part. Cost of living is not too bad. Got your rude people here and there. Sitting in the sun definitely gets warm. Start moving and you get that breeze that chills you down quite a few degrees. Oh, we'll hold up for these people again. I got Mr. Impatient behind me that doesn't want to wait for pedestrians, it seems like. A lot of stuff has changed in this town since I went to high school. Main Street is no longer a cruising avenue. There used to be 2 lanes up and 2 lanes down, and now it's just 1. So you can't see past the fucking cars. Which I think it makes it harder to see when you're turning, when you got cars parked on the side there. Yeah, this used to be 2 lane up, 2 lane down. I guess they got sick of people drag racing. Not sure what this guy's doing here. We're gonna slowly go around. I'm not sure what they're doing. But yeah, I'm sure people, the city officials and cops got tired of people drag racing up and down here with the buildings on either side. Your exhaust definitely echoes, and it sounds cool when you got a good exhaust on your car and you rev it up and you're going next to these buildings and stuff. It sounds really cool, but yeah, I'm sure residents got sick of hearing it, and I don't ever remember any accidents on Main Street due to drag racing, but I know they definitely did race. I've had a few people try to race me in my past cars that I've had. I'd like to get up to 200 miles by this weekend. Let's go up to the other part of the windy part of town and see what we got going on up there. I'll show you the world's largest buffalo. Maybe even the live buffalo will be out. I'm not sure. Don't pull out, don't pull out, don't. Thank you. He was gonna go for it. Yeah, you can already feel the wind picking up as soon as you start getting to this hill here. Actually going 35 and we're not flat out yet, so this hill's not as steep as the other one. Not sure how long my GoPro battery is going to last either. It wasn't fully charged when I left just a little bit ago. So we'll have to see how long it's going to last here. I'm surprised the sensor picked me up. Muddy, dirty roads. So this road here gives you a good view of the valley. You can see a lot of the town from up here. And then from the other side you can see the interstate coming into town. Frontier Fort. Get quite a few visitors here every year from all over the place. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were here, I think last year. They had swung through Jamestown and visited the giant buffalo and the Frontier Fort here. I didn't get to meet them. I didn't find out they were here until after they left, but still would have been pretty cool. We got some pretty cool shops and stuff in here. Old West Town. And you got an old original cabin, general store, church, school, barber shop, trading post. Yeah, they got quite a few cool little shops here. They got the Buffalo Museum right down there. That's pretty cool. Dentist, post office, art gallery, saloon, print shop, sheriff's office, writer's shack, and a fire department. Oh, and a bank. And a blacksmith. Forgot about them. But yeah, this is the old valley. And I don't see any buffalo out. I wonder where they're hiding today. Yeah, I don't see them today. Maybe we can see them if we go down by the museum down here. Looks like people have been having fun doing burnouts up here. Oh, there's the buffalo right there. See him off in the distance there? Way out there. So that is the Buffalo Museum and the world's largest buffalo. Frontier Fort. Once summer actually gets kicked off here and the weather starts getting warmer, we'll have a lot more people come out and there'll be no place to park. In Texas, train depot, and the town hall. I'm guessing I probably don't have a whole lot of battery life left on my GoPro here. So if I lose you, well, we'll get you next time. I'll make sure my battery's fully charged. Jamestown. I used to call this place Lanestown because there was nothing to do here. There's still not, but I don't know. I guess in my old age I'm just getting used to it, and I don't know. I've come to accept that this is where I live. The wind's blowing me around a little bit. I don't know if I want to go across the interstate. I still will, but it's definitely windier once you cross the interstate here. Let's hurry up so we can make this light.